What is the topic? Topic?
Success stress.
Okay. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. If you want to bring out music out of, let us take a veena or sitar, can you all hear me? Okay. If you want to bring out music from any tantu vadya, any instrument using the strings, and if there is no tension on that string, can you bring out the music? Tension is required. Suppose those wires, those strings are like the electrical wires on the road, hanging. From that you cannot bring out the music. So to bring out the music, the instrument must have tension. See, for example, tabla or the mridangam. You must have seen how much these tabla fellows go on hitting tak, 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 tak. And when that hits are given, then it becomes required tense. See? Tension is required, but only the required tension is required, not more than that. If you have too much of tension, then it will break into pieces. So, the rule is, rule number 1, an instrument from which we want to bring out music, we require tension. So, we should never be without tension. See? Problem solved? Successful? See, friends. Now the second thing. Instrument must have tension. But the person who is playing on the instrument, he should not have tension. He should be relaxed. See? Somewhere probably in USA or South Africa, outside India somewhere, one person was the only one, Andhome Kana Raja, only one who knew little bit of tabla. And like this temple, they were sitting, and when I went there, so they stopped. I said, why do you stop? No, we like to introduce the artist. He is our singer, so and so, he is our tabla, he is a doctor by profession, and tablist by choice. And then Namaskar Chamatkar, and then he started. Now the doctor got so inspired, more than inspiration, he got so excited that he was hitting that tabla to show his skills. It is not cutting somebody's abdomen. There you require good quality. So he was so excited, hitting, finally that tabla had a hole. Now, see, friends, so we require tension on the instrument, but the person who is playing on the instrument must be absolutely free from tensions. Number 2. Free from tensions doesn't mean all the time sleepy. गुप्ता जी क्या हो गया, टेंशन नहीं है? One person asked me this question, Swamiji, every time you bring Gupta ji, what is this Gupta ji? I said, there is a story behind it. And the story is, this happened in Jhumkewali, Bareilly. Many years before, when I was young, I was going somewhere, and below a tree, summer days, there was a tea stall. And on one bench, one chessboard was kept. This side one person sitting, this side one person sitting. And he was supported by a dozen from back side, and he was supported for a dozen from back side. And this person was telling, "Are Gupta, हाथी को चला? अरे Gupta, घोड़े को लगा." And that person was doing, and he won. He said, "Yaar, who told me?" बोले, मैंने बताया. I don't know you, but how do you know my name is Gupta? He said, मैं हर बेवकूफ को गुप्ता ही कहता हूँ. From that day onwards, this became a very lovely name for me. See, every fool is addressed as Gupta ji. And then naturally the question comes, what is his wife? Gupti. See? Like the other day in New York, somebody phoned me, "Swamiji, where are you staying? I want to come and meet you." I said, "I am staying with my host. He is also there. Hostile is also there, his wife. And hostilities are also there, the children. And I am hostage. So if you want, talk to them and they'll tell you how to come to me and relieve me from this hostage." See, friends, one has to be totally free from tensions. But the instrument through which we are functioning, it must be not free from tension. Optimum tension is called as tuned instrument. See, body is without tension, and it is so much without tension that to lift the body we require a crane. Then it is not without tension, it is a dead body. See, so success, tension we have understood, now success. Where is the success? If we have to write our autobiography, Bhagwan Shankaracharya has written for us. Balastavat kridasaktaha tarunastavat taruni raktaha vruddhastavat chintasaktaha parame brahmani kopina raktaha bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. So if we are to write our autobiography, in one line we can write. And what is that? We have been fulfilling our desires right from childhood onwards. Beyond that we have done nothing. See? I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. You keep on getting, then there is no place to keep in the house. Then you think of extending one additional room for the furniture. See? And then the garages, instead of keeping the cars, all the extra thing goes in garage. And thereafter, then we require to have the garage sale. How many things we collect only for imagining, if I get this thing, I'll be happy. Go on collecting. Like I am also a collector. You know, the other day somewhere they saw me doing something with the camera and all that. "Swamiji, you know so many things about gadgets." I said, "Of course, I am a gazetted officer." See, friends, relax. There is nothing in this world worth becoming miserable from. See, our success is fulfilling the desires. But we have never looked behind for one moment. Like here, you know, every time there is a sign, stop. Although you are Indians, you stop there. Those who are understanding the joke, slowly laughing. Tube lights. See, there was a judge, he got hold of one, he was in the court and the driver was told, do you agree with your mistake? Yes. He said, sir, give me one chance to speak. You know that lady to whom I bashed from behind, you know what? She showed the right direction and you know, she turned right. Will I not hit her? Normally, when they show the right, they turn left. But this time she did right, so I was wrong. See, friends, we have to remain utterly relaxed. So how to remain relaxed? Thumb rule number 1. Those who become disturbed because of anybody or anything, they are fools of the highest order. One day, one person asked me, some airport, he met me, Swamiji, how come you are here? I said, by mistake. Then he said, I am your fan. I said, keep moving. Why are you standing? Then he said, you have been talking on Gita, Upanishad, so many years. But people don't change. Don't you get frustrated? People are the same. And you keep on talking, anybody will get frustrated. I said, look here. Gatasu na gatasuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. This is the principle Bhagavan Krishna has given me specially. Like you know, on YouTube, I got a special offer, free. Congratulations. Now you can load more than 15 minutes. So now all my talks are going full. 1 hour, 1.5 hours. I don't have to worry. See? So there was a special offer given. What is that? Gatasu na gatasuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Wise person is he who is never miserable. Otherwise persons are miserable on 2 counts. And these 2 counts do not make the wise person miserable. Which are the 2 counts? Count number 1, when somebody dies, they are miserable. Count number 2, when somebody doesn't die, they are miserable. Marta bhi nahi. And the wise people are never miserable whether somebody dies or somebody doesn't die. So, I said, look here, I am not a fool to become depressed and dejected that the people do not change although they are listening me for so many years. How come? I said, do you know the prayer of a doctor? The prayer of the doctor is Sarve Bhavantu Roginaha, not Sukhinaha. If everybody becomes, Niramayaha, if everybody becomes healthy, doctors will become unhealthy. In the same manner, we Babajis have similar type of prayer. See? Sarve Bhavantu Ajnaninaha. See, our market is your ignorance. If you all will become wise, then you will start giving lecture and I will have to listen. Very well. In Germany it happened. Stuttgart. I was staying with one German lady and her boyfriend. So, 2nd or 3rd day, I said, Mama, you are looking little depressed since the day I came, but today it is little more. What is the problem? If I am the problem, I will go. He said, no, Swamiji, problem is, I am not getting students for my yoga classes. So why, what happened? Then she told the story. I was the first one to bring yoga from India to Germany. First batch I trained, 6-month course in yoga. 20 students. I gave them 20 students certificate. They have completed the yoga course. I said 6 months, how many hours? Of course, we used to have 3 days a week and per day half an hour. 6 months course. And then you know what happened? Those 20 students have opened their studios. So my customers were divided. Then they have produced 20 students. They have opened another 20 studios. Today, you know the problem we have here? More yoga teacher and no students. That is why I am frustrated. I said, where from you got yoga? India. I said, students also you can get from India. India got everything. Teachers as well as students. See, friends, don't get lost in this. If we become miserable in life, we are going the wrong way. Why we become miserable in life? Because our definition of success is wrong. Like, you know, the definition of health. If somebody has one leg, elephantitis, other leg, polio, average legs are normal. No. What do we mean by success? When we will understand the meaning of success, then we will know tensions are required in the instruments. But the one who is playing on these instruments, he must be relaxed and inspired. Arjuna had all the capabilities. A right kind of tension was created, the Mahabharata war. See? That tension was there. Now, instead of Arjuna remaining relaxed, he also became tense. And when we become tense, we perspire. We are not inspired. This is the first message Bhagavan gives to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Klaibhyam asmagama partha na etatvai upapadyate kshudram hrudaya daurbalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. Arjuna, don't yield to lack of inspiration. Klibata is a person who is not inspired. Important person. Klaibhyam asmagam. Don't remain uninspired in life. Success is not possible by fulfilling the desires. It is here we have understood success wrongly. In one of the places, one youngster came, probably he was listening to Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturvuhu mate sangha astu akarmani. This was the mantra from Bhagavad Gita I was speaking. After that he came, Swamiji, it is because of this our country is not progressing. I said, okay, what can I do? Now tell me. Should I edit Bhagavad Gita and remove this verse? And who is going to listen to that? But why you people tell that, you know, if there is no desire, nobody will work? See, friends, it is here we go wrong. Today also Ashin was asking the same question. Sometimes I feel very lazy, I don't know what should I do. Why we feel lazy? Because we are not inspired. An inspired person does not have any difficulties in life. What is the difficulty? See, difficulty is when our attention is diverted from the goal of our life, and thereafter whatever is seen, that is called as a difficulty in life. If our commitment to the goal is perfect, 100% commitment, there are no difficulties. Can you imagine a terrorist coming somewhere and asking, भैया वो कहाँ है, मुझे मारना है उसको? No. He will never say, oh, come on, I got a back pain today, no killing, okay, tomorrow is. No. See, friends, because commitment only gives us inspiration, and an inspired person alone is committed to life. So if we really want to have success in life, what is required is we remain inspired in whatever we are doing in life. Inspiration is a catalytic agent which can be added to the various chemical reactions of life. And you all know a catalytic agent is that which speeds up the process but doesn't get lost. See? So add inspiration to all the undertakings of your life. Husband, inspired husband. Wife, inspired wife. Son, inspired son. Student, inspired student. Politician, inspired politician. Devotee, inspired devotee. Yogi, inspired yogi. This extra factor makes us extraordinary. See, an ordinary husband and an extraordinary husband. There was one husband and one wife, and wife was always inspired to cook many new dishes and experiment on the guinea pig. One day she declared, tonight we are going to have a candlelight dinner, okay darling? He was okay, what else can we do? And laid the table beautiful, everything, and candlelight. And then she said, dinner is ready, please come on. He came as if being subjected to slaughter. Sit down, honey. Honey stuck. And started eating. And eating as if it is a Ayurvedic dawai. You know the principle of Ayurveda? Principle of Ayurveda is they give you such terrible bitter medicine. To avoid the second dose, you say you are okay. This is the technique. You can never get any sweet Ayurvedic dawai. So this husband, poor fellow, he said, and then she was again and again, hey, what did you like the most? I can understand his fate because, I had to go and eat food. 3 multiplied by 365 places in a year. How many times can you tell lies? See? They will cook and then above that is it not good? How long can you tell lies? Therefore, I tell before eating. Food is good. No, but you are telling before eating? Yes, before eating only I can say. Afterwards I cannot. So, the husband was again and again nagging, which is better? What did you like the most? Please tell me. He said, okay, darling, listen. Candles are best. So, when we are doing something in life, are we inspired or not? If we are inspired, be attentive. If we are inspired, we compete with our own earlier performance. When we compete with our own earlier performance, then with every additional experience, we grow wise. Because we are constantly improving. But if we compare with others and compete with others, see, a husband was always getting up late, 9 o'clock. The wife said, see other people, they are starting their day so early. Why didn't you start? Now he has found out one person. Do you know that person? Yes. He gets up 10 o'clock. I am better than him. Never compete and compare with anybody in life. If you have to compete and compare with yourself. See? Earlier I was getting angry 293 times per minute. But since I went to yoga, now I get angry 292 times, one less. Good. Better. Slowly start. And when thus our attention remains on ourselves, and then we remain inspired by fulfilling desires. So far, nobody has discovered happiness in life. See, all youngsters, softies, study well, get degrees, come to USA, everything is comfortably available. And then, what a life without a wife. And then, get married. For what? For happiness. Do they get it? So far we have been doing the same thing. Fulfill one desire so that I am happy. Fulfill other desire so that I am happy. So like near the stop sign we go, when we come to any desire fulfillment project, stop. And thereafter, Upanishad says, Parikshalokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedamayat nasti akritaha krutena tadvijnanartham gurumeva vigachet samitpanihi shrotriyam brahmanishtam. This hand is here, otherwise this fellow goes to meditation. Therefore I am holding him there. It's not I am sitting arrogantly before you all elders. Not like that. Otherwise he will do meditation. So, when we are fulfilling our desires, stop for a moment and inquire. Till date, what we have done, we have fulfilled n number of desires. Have we discovered fulfillment in life or not? See, friends. Fulfilling desires outside is called as success by the overdeveloped people. It cannot be the success. We have luxurious houses and we are luxuriously miserable. We have comfortable beds but there is no sleep. We have got every kind of food available, but we don't eat food. First of all, lift it and calorie it. forgotten to enjoy food. As if they are robots, Give calorie. थोड़ी कैलोरी ज़्यादा हो गई. See friends, therefore fulfilling desires can never lead to fulfillment in life. Success is not only fulfilling the desires. The success is our life fulfilled or not? See, idam guhyatamam shastram idamuktam maya naga etad buddhva buddhiman syat कृतकृत्यश्च भारत. कृतकृत्यश्च attainment of fulfillment in life. And etat buddhva, come to experience this. There are two words. One is jnanam and second is bodha. Jnanam is information collected through the mind. And bodha is an experience without the medium of mind. See? Therefore, etat buddhva buddhiman syat. If we really want to attain success in life, we have to lead a life of alertness, vigilance and cool. External prosperity plus internal peace together is called as successful life. See, friends. So if we only imagine desire fulfillment is the way to attain success in life, we have understood the definition wrong. If you just observe those people who have achieved so much that we can't even imagine that much achievement. Take for example Swami Vivekananda. How many years he lived? He did not become old like us. His productive life was hardly 15 years or so. During that short period of time, the recorded, published work of Vivekananda is so much that our whole life is not enough to read, forget about understanding that. Did he work on a different time scale? For him, day was not 40 hours a day. For him, the week was not 15 days a week. For him, a month was not 100 days a month. And for him, a year was not 1,000 days a year. He was functioning on the same time scale on which you and me are functioning. But see the achievement. What is the reason? These great masters have done so much, not because they were born in a special area, no, like you and me. See, friends, the only reason is wise people live inspired. Otherwise, people perspire to fulfill the desire. See? One day, one fellow, young boy came to meet me, 20s, late 20s. Swamiji, I want to ask you some question. I asked him, first of all, I'll ask you a question. What is that? Are you married? He said, no, my face is like that. No, there are two types of people in this world, married and happy. There is no third type of person. Are we living inspired life or we are functioning under the load of desire fulfillment? See the difference. Because the success is not successfully defined by us, we are going the wrong way. See, friends, mind functions in both the sides, external as well as internal. See? Like our car can go ahead as well as backward. Similarly, the mind goes out of us and the mind also goes within us. If outside everything is perfect and yet inside that person is perfectly miserable because he is perfect. Therefore, success is a perfect balance between external prosperity and internal peace. Prosperity comes when we function under inspired mode, and peace comes within when we lead a spiritual life. See? Recently, where I was coming here, Bethlehem. There they have given me a topic. I forget also. Some topic they have given me, and we were talking, and this topic came. Religion, philosophy, and spirituality. Religion is that where there is no God. Philosophy is that where there is no wisdom. Because who is a philosopher? He who has suffered a lot in the life and the miseries are presented in a glorified language, that is called as philosophy. Socrates said, every man should get married. If he gets a good wife, he is happy. If he doesn't get, he becomes a philosopher. So philosophy is that where there is no wisdom. It's a delayed wisdom is called as philosophy. Like every married man says to young person, yeah, don't get married. Delayed wisdom. Before marriage he didn't understand this. After marriage, aparokshanubhuti. Direct experience. Therefore, inside spiritual life, outside perfect life. And outside the life can be perfect only if we are functioning under the inspired mode. See? Otherwise, the last time probably I told you, you have here in this country TGIF, isn't it? After seeing this chain so successful, I opened another chain. That is OGIM. What is this OGIM? What is TGIF? Thank God it's Friday. Okay. My chain is, oh God, it's Monday. See? Because what happens? When the weekend comes, we are wanting to go. And when we come back, we are weakened. That weekend which weakens you cannot be a spiritual life. See, friends. Therefore, the real meaning of success in life is external prosperity, not at the cost of inner peace. The real meaning of success does not mean inside so much of peace, outside there is nothing. No, the perfect balance. Prosperity in life is necessary, affluence is necessary. But that doesn't mean inside we are perverted. Be very attentive. External prosperity without the foundation of spirituality leads to perversion in life. And a perverted person can never be a successful person in life. See, friends, therefore, when we talk about life, stress-free life, how to be successful, understanding is required. First, understanding, stress, tensions are required. You all must have done this. I have not done because I didn't do that. Unless the dates of examinations are declared, the students do not begin their studies. The other day, where I went, Swamiji, you should come every few months to our house. I said, why? No, when you come, then only we clean our house. Tension. Oh, Swamiji is going to come. You know, some place I stayed in India, and I am little fussy about cleanliness. And you know, in India the bathrooms are all wet. So the place where I stay, people they want to go to bathroom, and thereafter I have to clean it so much. So I put their notices. Please wipe dry the commode and the floor after use, so that the next user will bless you. So somebody read that when he came to India, and when I came over here, Swamiji, we remember your notice, you know. Therefore, when you are coming, we have decided we'll make our house absolutely clean. This is the only way we clean the house. Tension. Unless there is a tension, we don't get activated. See, therefore, we have to have these things necessary in life. See, friends. At the same time, to function without tension, what is required is we are inspired. An inspired person with a properly tuned instrument brings out the best music of life. That together is called as the real success in life. See, friends, therefore, stress and success both are required in life. If there is only stress and no peace within, then we are frustrated, depressed, dejected. And there is only peace in life, and outside there is not a single piece to sit on, then that is also wrong. So we have to attain a good balance. So for the prosperity outside, what is required is inspired performance, dedicated work, disciplined life, and proper planning. Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Niti Rasmi Jigishitam. Normally, most of us all the time talk about tradition and culture and tradition and culture. Have you seen one very good movie, The Fiddler on the Roof? There it is, a very good story about the tradition, you know, that man. All the time talking about, you know, our culture, our culture, our culture. What was in the past, we can only learn from them and go ahead. Don't hold on to the past. Bhagavan never said in Gita, I am the tradition and culture. No. He said, Niti Rasmi Jigishatam. Those who are successful in life, for them the planning ability for the future and working on that plan, that is my manifestation in a successful man. See? Normally about the future, what we do, we worry. Worrying is also thinking, and planning is also thinking. So plan your work and then work your plan. You are bound to be successful in life. Therefore, In the external world, prosperity doesn't come from heavens. Many people have got this notion, Swamiji, because of my destiny, I am not able to earn money. I said, don't blame destiny. Daiva Daiva Alasi Pukara. See? From our prarabdha, from our destiny, we get only two things: joy and sorrows. No third thing. There are rich people and happy people. There are rich people and miserable people. There are poor people and happy people. There are poor people and miserable people. Poverty and riches has nothing to do with your past life. In the present life, as a result of our karma from the past life, we get only two things. If we had lot of merit, we are normally happy. If we have had a lot of sins in our life, we are by default miserable. Just understand through some example. When a person came to meet me somewhere, Swamiji, I want to ask you something. I said, first I will ask you. Yes. Have you come from a fish market? Swamiji, I don't know how to talk to you. How do you know that? I said, fragrance is coming from your body. In the same manner, a person who was in the hell before being born as a human being, he was there cranky, and then Padak is born as a human being. The same mode continues all the time. Depressed, dejected, जाऊं तो जाऊं कहाँ, बाढ़ में, straight. Those who complain and live in this world, they are recent arrivals from the hell. So when you cook food and your husband complains, do you remember what Swamiji told? And he is right. To live with her, is it less than hell? See, friends, therefore, prosperity is not the result of prarabdha karma. Prosperity or the failure is not because of the prarabdha or the karma from the last life. Prosperity is the result of hard work, purusharth. Don't blame the law of karma or God. See, we are by default, able to find out who is responsible for our miseries. See? And we have got all set equations. If I am a husband, the cause of my misery is wife. So simple. You don't have to think. If I am the parents, the cause of my misery is kids. If I am a guru, the cause of my misery is disciples. पहले जमाने में डिसाइपल ऐसे होते थे, आजकल देखो. See, friends, prosperity and failure is because of our ability and debility how to act with commitment and inspiration in this world. Therefore, success, one part, is prosperity outside. Don't get carried away by that frustration, Like the other day, somebody was asking Swamiji, I want to put on some stone. Is it okay? I said, did you play in your childhood? I don't know what they call. They keep 7 stones one above other. Something they call. And then they take a ball and hit. So why are you telling me this story? I said, keeping one stone on another stone. here, here, here. And when many of them, one friend of mine, he has put so many big, those rings. I could never understand why they call in Hindi as anguti. They put in the finger. They should be called ungli, but they call anguti. Anguti mein nahi dalte, karte anguti. So he was putting a lot of anguti. So I asked him, I said, hey, I got one question about this thing. He said, Sanjay, I'll tell you. This is for the Shani, this is for the Ravi. I said, no, that is not the question. Question is, do you like kadhi? He said, yes, Swamiji. How do you know? I said, no, further. Question is not over. Do you like kadhi? Yes. You take kadhi with a spoon, like, kutajarishta, or you take kadhi, haath dal karke, and if you want to really enjoy kadhi, you have to take not with a spoon. Then you put your hand like that and then. But for you, because there are many gaps in between, it will be falling down, isn't it? Don't blame the stars. Don't blame anybody or anything outside. See, I have put lot of, I have done my best. Why I am not successful? One young boy asked me. I said, look here, your best is not the required best. We have to put the required best. So success, one limb, prosperity in the outer world is not inherited from our last life. It is the product of your commitment, discipline, ability to plan, work hard in the present life. See, friends. Therefore, don't get carried away by all these things. Or else we go to the, astrologer and he oh, तुम अभी तक जिंदा कैसे हो? According to this, you should have been dead. How come you are alive? See? Therefore, don't get carried away by all that. Work hard, sincerely, and with inspiration and self-disciplined. How do we know we are a fit person? Only under two characteristics, two symptoms, only two. You have good hunger and you have good sleep. Oh, Swamiji, then I eat whole day and sleep whole day. This is not good. This is worst. See, therefore, if we are working hard, sincerely, dedication, inspiration, self-discipline, with proper planning, projecting properly what will be the right kind of business that we get in, we are bound to succeed in life. See? Success in the outer world, a height of the success, I'll tell you. If Mahatma Gandhi has to go and sell hair oil, will he be successful? Of course, yes. Provided he knows how to market. He can go to everybody. Look here, I didn't use this. See? If you don't use this, you are going to have another Xerox copy of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, give it 4 bottles. See, friends, inspired living in the outer world is the only way to success. At the same time, the foundation must be spiritual. And what is the spiritual foundation? Spiritual foundation is we are ever in tune with everything around us. See? Like the water. One day I went somewhere and that lady was giving me food, and probably this happened in USA only, and her son was sitting right in front of me, a small boy about 5-6 years, and constantly crying, I said, look here, I don't like music. Stop that. He again started, gah, 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 gah. Now what can I do? I have to simply silently eat. So, Swamiji always cries, I don't know what I should do. I said, okay, I'll talk to him. I said, hey, I want to put these ice cubes, all of them, in this small glass. They are not going inside. I'm thinking how to put them inside. I think I'll have to break the glass and then they will go inside. When I said this thing, even while crying, he laughed. It cannot happen, you know. If the glass breaks, now will you pay? So he was still alive. Then I asked him, but this is the only way I know, how can I do it? Then again in the crying mode he said, you don't do anything, just leave it will melt and go inside. How true it is. We are like ice cubes, everywhere uncomfortable. You just watch next time, in a glass, put about half a dozen ice cubes and see, everybody has got his own style. And don't do anything, just let it be. And when they melt to their original thing called as the water, the same ice cubes, merge the differences and they are comfortable in every pot. Let it be a petri dish, let it be a test tube, let it be a capillary tube. Water is comfortable. Spirituality does not mean becoming someone special. Do we have less speciality that we add more speciality to that? You know? Once I had a throat trouble, so my friend took me to the ENT. You know my definition about ENT, I told you earlier. By God's grace, you must have forgotten. The ENT means the doctor who catches your ear and asks you to pay through nose. If you don't, he cuts your throat. ENT. So you go to the ENT specialist, I am a specialist. My right ear is giving lot of pain, doctor, what should I do? I am sorry, I am a left ear specialist. So, a specialist is the one who knows more and more about less and less. So who will be the most specialist who knows everything about nothing? Spirituality is not becoming special. Dissolve your specialities. See? When we are before the kids, we become old. Don't sit like this. Then he stands up. Don't stand like this. He gets confused. Don't eat your nails, eat mine. When we are before the kids, we have to tell them something. Otherwise, how can we are big or elderly? Because there we become someone. See, friends. Therefore, spirituality does not mean putting colored clothes, different types of signs on the head, either .com or railway lines or electric posts or Rudraksha Mala, then Spatika Mala, Tulasi Mala, Vaijanti Mala. No. That is not spirituality. Spirituality, lose your identity and merge with the totality. See, friends, in being, there are no efforts. In becoming, there are nothing but efforts. There is one European Swamini. Once I came from India to London, 8-9 hours. Thereafter, a drive for 3 hours and the lecture. So when we were going, I said, Mama, I think we are going the wrong way. Swamiji, I am here in this country for last 35 years, I am driving people crazy. Wrong way. And after going another 5-10 kilometers, I think, Swamiji, you are right. Then I said, then shall I suggest you something now? Yes. Drive the car in reverse gear. Go to the No. I said, then take U-turn. Next 40 miles, there is no U-turn. Then walk 40 miles, what can I do? And we reached the place, in a church I had a lecture. We reached there 1 hour late. 5 o'clock was the lecture, we reached 6 o'clock. So I prayed to the Lord, all people have gone, so I can relax. But all were waiting there. So directly from the car, I went and started lecture. Lecture means a bluff. For about 1.5 hours we finished, then we had a dinner and everything. And then I was watching one movie with my friend, old friend. I call him Zen Master, very old, a genius person. So I was sitting with him and watching the movie. And that time this Swami came, she said, Swamiji, how come you are so relaxed, such a long journey, lecture and everything, now you are watching movie? I want to be like you. How can I become? I said, you cannot become like me. Why? Because you don't have beard. You know that? Longer the beard, more the wisdom. Lesser the beard, lesser the wisdom. No beard. Friends, remain relaxed and cheerful. That is the spiritual attainment in life. In the 18th chapter, 54th slok, if I remember correctly, Bhagavan says, Brahma bhuta prasannatma na shochati na kankshati samaha sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. Brahma bhutaha, the spiritual attainment is prasannatma, the first symptom. You are ever cheerful and happy. Spirituality doesn't mean as if you have consumed a handful of caterpillar. Whatever spirituality ho gayi. Hare Ram Ram. That is not spiritual life. So, if you are happy and cheerful, you are at your best. When you are happy and cheerful, you are nobody. And when you are nobody, there is no problem of success or failure. See how when you are happy, you are nobody, and when you are nobody, then only you can be happy. Whenever we become somebody, we start behaving. Swamiji hokar ke haste hai. Swamiji means what? He should remain always serious, 110 degrees centigrade. What happened, Swami? That is not the meaning. See, there was a school and the teacher asked the students, I am going to take your exams, okay? Yes. You tell. If somebody cannot see, what do you call him? You tell. The student said, blind. Very good. Now you tell. If somebody cannot talk, what do you call him? Dumb. Very good. You are intelligent. Okay. Untusi daso. Now you tell. Third student. If somebody cannot hear, what do you call him? Call him anything, anyway, he doesn't hear. At this moment, those who laugh whole-mouthedly, they were neither man nor woman. They were neither rich nor poor. They were neither educated nor uneducated. They were just happy. Happiness doesn't have gender. Feminine happiness, Childish happiness, old, grown up happiness. No. See, friends, then only we have learned something about success. So don't complain about tensions and stress in life. They are required. Even if you are a born Bengali and eat rasgulla, you require chutney in between. See, the remaining thing we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.